Hi, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Judd. Tonight we're going to try something new and different. I actually didn't think I was going to do any more cooking videos, but then I saw this thing on this guy named Jeju, who does all sorts of videos on all sorts of subjects, including cooking, and he actually knows what he's doing in the kitchen. And he came up with something the other day that I saw. I shared it on my page, and some people commented and suggested some variations I could make, because I don't eat zucchini. I don't eat squash. My mother made me try to eat squash once when I was a young child. It went back on the plate involuntarily immediately, and she never tried that again, which was kind of worth it. And to this day, I don't like this stuff. So somebody suggests I could use potatoes instead of squash, and I love potatoes, as you know, so I'm going with that. Then I decided what I'm going to do is, if you recall, recently I cooked up some gluten-free cornbread, and this was pretty tasteless stuff. So what I'm going to do is use this as the base, then add chicken and onions and creamed corn, shredded potatoes. Sandra suggested I could use hash browns instead of having to grate my own potato. So I'm making quite a few variations on this. I do intend to try it much closer to Jeju's recipe in the future, but for right now I want to get rid of this Krusteaz gluten-free tasteless cornbread. So we're doing it on that basis. So here we go. First thing is to cut up the onion. One thing about cutting up an onion is you rinse it in cold water first. Outer layer off. I don't know what kind of onion this is. I bought it by size mainly. The sweet onions were gigantic. The red ones were pretty big. These ones came in about the right size. So that's that. And the first thing is to dice this baby. I got this thing. Okay, that thing didn't work too good. We'll go with this thing. Okay, and here's my diced onion. I love this little thing. It's like $5 at Walmart or something. Okay, so that's that. And the chicken. I'm using this Perdue cooked chicken. The onions need to be actually cooked. He said put them in a little oil. His chicken was raw. My chicken is not. So I'm going to let the onions cook up for a little bit before add the chicken. What else we got? Creamed corn. Now, all I got is these big jars of creamed corn. I don't think I want to use that whole thing in there. What else do we need? Country style hash browns. What else was there? I don't know. I suppose I can mix up the Krusteaz. Now, another thing Jeju pointed out in his video, which you ought to go see, that instead of baking this in a pan, you can also cook it up like pancakes or corn fritters. So what I'm going to do, since I'm not sure of how this is going to come out and taste and seasoning and all that stuff, is I'm going to mix this up and then I'm going to make a pancake out of it basically and save the rest of the stuff, and then I can adjust as needed. One thing Jeju didn't do is mix his eggs separately. I always mix the eggs separately to break it up real good, and then we'll add flour or whatever. I think that pan is warm enough now. I'm going to add the onions. Whew! Wow, that smells good. Huh. So that's what that smell is. I've smelled that before. I never knew what it was. It's cooking onions. Son of a gun. 1 cup of milk, 1/3 cup of veggie oil. Cup of milk. Boom. 1/3 there. Okay. 1/3 cup veggie oil. So mix that all together. Mix all your liquids together, then add your solids. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. So I don't know how much moisture that creamed corn is going to add. So I don't know what that's going to do to the recipe. I also don't know how long to cook the onions. Okay, mix this. There's another tool I love. I love my whisk. God, I love my whisk. Okay. Now we'll open this. Now let's see how much of this I want. Well, this is 9 ounces. I'm going to put it all in. Chop it up. This is supposed to be diced also. And you just think, if you're eating some kind of muffin type thing or pancake type thing, you certainly don't want huge hunks of chicken in there. You want little bits. I'm going to turn that down. I think these are getting a little warm. Okay. Well, that's a lot of chicken. So now we'll throw that in there. I wonder how burnt onions taste. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we'll put that back on. Put this back on. I'm just going to leave that at 250 for now to let it simmer a bit. Let's see. Now we add the creamed corn. Uncertain, but I'm going to go ahead and add the whole thing. Because I did put a lot of chicken in there. And we'll mix that all together. Okay, the whole thing now smells like creamed corn. But we're basically going to have corn, potatoes, and chicken, and cheese in some kind of a bread thing. And so that, you know, it can't be too bad. Oh, and onions. Okay, potatoes. I'm going to put in that much. Boom. Okay, now this is frozen. One thing I noticed in rewatching his video is he adds ingredient by ingredient and mixes it in instead of putting everything in at once. And I assume there's a reason for that. And that's good enough for me. Getting a big batch of this stuff, I'll tell you that. So next thing we're going to do is add the chicken and the onions, keeping in mind that my chicken was pre-cooked. Boom. Woo. Okay. As you can see, we're getting quite a big pile of stuff here. And there's still more stuff to add. Actually, I think at this point, the whisk has served its purpose. And I want a big spoon. Where's my big spoon? Use a tablespoon here. Mix this up good. Okay, you can see we got quite a mash here. Hell, I could probably just bake this up and making an angel food cake. Now, he grated fresh cheese, which I'm not doing. I just got 3 ounces of this grated Kraft Parmesan, and I'm just going to dump it in there. This might be one heck of a dish. At the very least, it's going to be more tasty than the plain Krusteaz cornbread. Sorry, Krusteaz, don't mean to pick on you, but that stuff was pretty damn bland. He actually put in 100 grams of cheese, which is 3.5 ounces. I put in 3 ounces. Okay, so that's the thing all mixed up. And we're going to make a pancake sort of thing out of this and see how that does. I think I'll use this scoop and take about that much and go boom. Hopefully that's got a bit of everything in it, and we'll see how that is. And I'll tell you, I'm looking at this, I got enough to feed an army there. But if the, oh, I didn't salt and pepper, shoot. Oh well. If I like how it's come out, flavor-wise, then I'll go ahead and stick this in a pan and bake it up according to directions. Okay, that's looking done on one side. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. Woo! Look at that. Woo! Well, I'll tell you, it looks like a good pancake. I'll tell you that. The proof will be in the eating. But that looks pretty good. Okay. Ah, okay, that felt good. Okay. Okay. So, taste test. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, looks done. Hot, still hot. Wow, that is interesting. Wow. 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 This is like one hell of a pancake. This is like a pancake taken to, I don't know, the Ritz or something. Mm. Wow. Boy, this is nice. I'm going to cook up another one of these. This is good. There's something in the smell that's a little off, but the taste is fabulous. I can't quite get what it is in the smell. Anyways, there's my variation on Jiju's marvelous zucchini bread thing. And again, I'll try his recipe closer in a future video. But for right now, this works. So if you got some bad crusties, there's a way to kick it up a notch. So there you go. There's the second one. I do want to add one thing. Hot, hot. Woo. Oh God. Okay, I do want to add one thing. I said I was going to bake up the rest of it if I like this. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it as batter. Leave it in the fridge, and when I want one of these, I can just make up one. Whereas if I bake up a batch of it, I got to eat that within a certain number of days or it's going to go bad. I think I would add a little bit more salt. I didn't add any significant salt to it. And more potatoes. And believe it or not, the weakest link in this whole thing is actually the chicken. You could lose the chicken without a big loss. Maybe put some beans in there. That'd be interesting. I like black beans. This just tastes like a very special pancake. It tastes like a pancake with some special things in it. I don't know how else to say it. It's good stuff. So give it a shot. It's the morning after, and I never finished that second one. The stuff was a lot more filling than I realized. And I nibbled on this. This is actually half of what I had when I gave up last night. I nibbled on it all night. And this is, even cold, this is good. Good stuff. So keep that in mind. Oh, also during the night, what I thought of is I'm going to basically cook these up as a bunch of pancakes and freeze them. And then I can just, microwave them whenever I want them. So there you go. Happy day to you.